yours.
Sorry about that. I didn't see it. Let's see. Where's the?
I haven't I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, well, because on my computer, if you've got the kind of the long, where the vertical little narrow where it just shows the judge and the attorney and whomever, then the leave to breakout room doesn't show up. You have to maximize it to find the leave to breakout room. And half the time I miss it. And I feel like an idiot because they're like, well, go away, go to your breakout room. And I'm sitting there waiting for it. It's not maximized.
Hey, isn't that on Blankenship, right? Or no? Your client's name?
My client?
Yes.
No, I don't. I have a Brian Blanken. I was gonna say I've got a Brian Blankenship, but I don't. My understanding is that I'm here today for Adam Diaz, D-I-A-Z.
Okay, Judge, we probably need to pull that and take it to Cynthia. The allegation is discharge of a firearm. All right, I'm going to join that room. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, see you later.
Do you want me to go ahead and try to get Denzel in there?
No, he didn't. No, let's go to Marshall Davis.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Davis, can you hear me? If you can, you need to unmute.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, you don't sound like Marshall. Can you tell me your name, please?
Sharita Davis.
Okay, Ms. Davis, I think you're here for a pretrial hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to see a prompt on your screen to join a breakout room. And if you can hit that, you'll be put in a waiting room until the prosecutor can get with you. There's only one person ahead of you right now.
And you said to hit what button?
There should be a prompt on your screen says enter breakout room or waiting room.
Yes.
So hit that and you'll talk to Mr. Trevino here in just a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, we've got a phone number. Hello, who's on the phone ending in 691? Phone number ending in 691. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, who are you? Can you give me your name, please?
Chastity Williams. This is Chastity Williams.
Chastity Williams?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Williams, hang on just a second while we get your file out of the box.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Williams, I'm going to ask you some questions. You going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Williams, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
No, sir.
Okay, guilty means you're admitting that you're in possession of drug paraphernalia. Not guilty says, nope, I was not in possession of any sort of drug paraphernalia, and I want the state to prove the case against me if they're able to do so. No contest means you're not going to admit it, but you're not going to deny it.
I'm not guilty.
Okay, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
What's the difference?
Well, the judge, I hear the case and I make the decision. With the jury, you and the prosecutor select 6 people out of a group of about 20 people, and those 6 people make the decision.
The judge.
Okay. You're going to see a prompt on your phone to go into a waiting room. You're going to talk to one of our court clerks. They will get your current email address, confirm your physical address, and get your phone number. We will send you a pretrial order so that pretrial matters can be handled before we actually have the case heard.
Yes.
And then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
Do you see that little prompt on your screen? I guess you do. Yep. Okay. Phone number ending in 025. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me your name, please?
Henry Joseph Bond III.
Henry Joseph. The last name is Vaughn or Bond?
B-O-H-N.
Okay. Got it. Okay, Mr. Bond.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Okay, Mr. Bond, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I usually have to swear you in, but since I can't see if you're raising your right hand, I just ask you if you're going to tell me the truth. I know it sounds
No,
like
sir, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was driving with an expired driver's license. I do have a appointment to renew my driver's license.
Okay, and when is that?
That is Thursday.
Okay, because it's been expired so long, you're probably going to have to do all the testing.
Yes, that's why it's rescheduled for this Thursday. I had it scheduled before I had got pulled over. Didn't realize because how long it was that I had to do all that, and they had to reschedule it for this Thursday so I can get all the paperwork and all the documentation together.
Okay, so Thursday's the what, 13th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, if you get your license, Mr. Bond, I'll consider probating you on the case so that it won't go on your record, because if it went on your record, then you would end up having your license suspended. So try to keep it off your record, but there'll still be a $150 fee, but it'll be on a probation basis just for you to maintain your license as current for a period of time. So I'm going to reset you till and the paper copy of your license will be fine. That's all I need.
Yes,
right?
sir.
I'm going to reset you to June the 10th.
Yes,
And
sir.
as soon as you get your license, you need to email me a copy of it. You can call the
Okay, and
you can call the clerks and get the email address, or you can stay on the line and you'll be connected to one of them, and you can give them your email address and current phone number and physical address, and you can get our email address. And as soon as you get that license,
yes, I will call back because I am at work. I had to clock out to come and do the court.
okay. Yeah, well, then call the court tomorrow and talk to one of the ladies. They'll get you squared away.
Yes, sir. Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're talking about the probated. I need to keep it at my license active after I get it for the 150. What does that mean?
That means you need to maintain your licenses current without any suspensions for 120 days from the day that you pay the probation fees, deferred fees. That's all you got to do.
Okay, and
If you get a ticket, that's not going to be a big deal, but main thing is just maintain the licenses current.
right, yes, sir. That's not a problem. But right now, I don't have the 150.
It's not due today. It'll be due on June 10th.
Okay, I don't know if I'll have it by then either.
Well, let's just see what happens on June 10th then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hang up. You're going to see a prompt on your phone to go talk to one of the ladies to give them your address, email address, and phone number.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bond.
Thank you.
Trey Parker. Trey Parker. Good afternoon, Mr. Parker. You need to unmute.
Good afternoon, Judge. How are you today?
I'm just happy to be here, sir. How are you doing?
I'm tired. I just got done working a 34-hour shift.
Where you work 34-hour shifts?
I'm superintendent for a general contractor. We're doing a remodel out here in Farmersville, Louisiana. We had an incident over the weekend. The roofers never showed up, and we made some rooftop penetrations. So the store flooded. It's been a heck of a time getting it all cleaned up.
Wow, Mr. Parker. Can you raise your hand for me, please? I'll try to make your day a little better.
Yes, sir.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Parker, you were placed on deferred disposition on this case back on December the 15th. You're actually supposed to appear with me on April 20th, but you're here today. Since December the 15th, have you been cited for any other violations involving handicap parking?
No, sir.
Is it real humid over there?
Louisiana, it's been raining all morning. The sun's out right now. It's hot. It's hot.
Once you go to bed, get a nap, and this case will be dismissed.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Okay, you take care of yourself.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Watch out for those Cajuns.
Can't stay away from the good food.
All right,
Take
sir.
care.
You do the same. I remember him. Good-natured fellow. Okay, Cat Sales. Well,
My fault. I forgot to change the name. Sorry.
what's the name, Cat?
Ethan Cavazos.
I mean, you want to call yourself Cat? That's fine by me.
No, I don't know how to change the name, so.
That's all right. Okay, Mr. Cavazos, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Cavazos, you're charged with speeding, allegedly running 35 miles an hour in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of speeding 35 in a 20-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
And the fine and court cost is $209, or if you're eligible, you can take a defensive driving class, be a little bit less money, and you have the chance to get the case dismissed.
Can we do defensive driving, sir?
Yeah, have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No.
Do you have the court cost of $144?
I will later today, but not currently, no.
Okay. What you're gonna need to do, you're gonna talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. You're gonna join a breakout room and go talk to either Z or Nancy. You're gonna need to email us your driver's license and proof of insurance. And then you can pay your fees tomorrow. Just call back up here to the court tomorrow. Don't do it this afternoon, because if you try to call this afternoon, they won't answer the phone. But since you're online here with us, you can talk to them directly today.
Yes, sir.
And once you pay your fees, Mr. Cavazos,
He,
Thanks,
he
Vicki.
hit the button. I didn't.
huh?
I said he hit the join button.
No, then don't put it up there till I get through talking to him. Ah, what is wrong with you today, girl?
Got to get through everything. Mr. Washington, let's see if he joins.
Give me Mr. Washington's case again. It's back in the bucket. Okay, Mr. Washington, can you hear me? No, she put it back in the bucket. Okay, Justin, do you need me?
Sorry, Judge, I just left and I wanted to ask if I could be excused. I think we looked up some law on it. I think she's going to make a motion to you. So I was just asking if I could be excused at this time.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You do the same. Good seeing you.
You too, sir.
I don't know if I took it back up there, but no, Washington. Hold on, maybe I've got it here. I'm sorry. It's up here. That's right. You take these up front to Vicki. Mr. Washington, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Washington, I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Washington, you're charged with the offensive possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest?
And Ms. Washington, the fine and court cost is $285. Are you able to pay that today?
I'm not too sure. I think I was on payment arrangements.
So you just want to add this to your payment plan?
Yes, if that's possible.
Vicki, what's Mr. Washington's balance before this case?
I show $164.30.
Okay. Let's just add this 285 to it, okay? And Mr. Washington, we're going to get your current email address and we'll email you some paperwork. So when you see a prompt on your phone or your computer, whatever you're on, to join a breakout room, hit that and just confirm with our ladies here what your current email address and phone number is.
Okay.
All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you see that prompt, go ahead and hit it.
Okay, I see it.
James Copeland. Sorry, one. Brendan Navarro. Hey, Mr. Navarro, can you hear me? Okay, I need you to unmute. You're muted right now.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Could I let my dog out so she stops barking?
Okay, I got a dog that barks too, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Navarro, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Promise to tell the truth and
No,
nothing
just yes will be fine, sir. Thank you.
but.
What kind of dog?
She's a Chihuahua. She usually doesn't even bark this much.
Well, you can put your hand down. I'm sorry. A little yapper, huh?
Yeah, usually she's pretty quiet though, sir.
Okay, Mr. Navarro, you're charged with speeding 54 in a 40-mile zone. Do you understand what the charge is?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, it's alleged that on March the 27th, you were traveling 54 miles an hour in a 40-mile speed zone.
Correct. Yes, sir. Okay. Sir.
So you understand the charge that's been filed?
Correct.
To that offense, Mr. Navarro, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of speeding 54 in a 40-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty.
Okay, the fine and court cost, Mr. Navarro, is $204, or if you're eligible and want to do so, you can take a defensive driving class and try to keep it off your record.
Preferably the defensive driving class if I'm eligible.
Okay, have you taken defensive driving before in the
No,
last
sir.
year?
No, sir.
And you live with your folks?
Yes, sir.
And how old are you, sir?
I'm 20.
You're about to the age where they need to put you on the insurance policy. Because see, when you send in,
It says additional drivers if you scroll to the 3rd page.
okay, I can't scroll, but let me look here. There you are. I got you. Additional driver right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Navarro, since we have that information, the only thing you need to do is to pay the court fees of $144.
Okay.
You pay that instead of the fine, and then the only other amounts you're going to owe is you're going to need to pay $25 to $30 to the school for defensive driving, and you have to pay $12 to get a copy of your driving history from DPS. You can do everything online, so you can sit right there with your little yapping dog, and you can watch the do the defensive driving and get your driving history. So do you have the 144 today?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna have you talk to Z or Nancy. They're in our clerk's office. And you can give them your credit card information so that you can make that payment. We already have your driver's license and proof of insurance, so we're good from that standpoint. And once you pay your fees from today, you'll have 90 days to take and complete the class and turn in your paperwork. We are going to send you, once we have your email address, we're going to send you a form, gives you the due date for the insurance.
Mhm.
Go ahead and sign that and then email it back to us, just so we know you got it.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Sir.
Questions?
No questions at all.
Okay, Mr. Navarro, you can let the dog back in, and you're going to hit a prompt there to talk to one of the ladies. Should say breakout room or waiting room.
Okay. Yes, sir. It's right here. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Got another phone number. Okay, who's on the phone ending in 941? Hello, who's on the phone, please?
Richard Riojas, Riojas.
Okay, Mr. Reelhouse, hold on just a second while we pull your file.
All right, sir.
Files. This is Reese. Okay. Mr. Riojas, I'm going to ask you some questions. You going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Riojas, you're charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility as a repeat offender. Do you understand what you're charged with?
No, I'm not. Not with the repeated offender situation. I don't understand that.
Okay, well, it shows that you received a no insurance ticket in Windcrest about 10 days ago. I mean, 10 years ago, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's pretty remote, so I'm not going to hold that one against you. But what, to that offense, to the fail to maintain financial responsibility, the three pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those three pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so to the offense of failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, do you have insurance now?
I'm actually right now in the middle of trying to get this car registered and the insurance on it. The day of the ticket, I actually picked that car up, and I have all the letterheads and everything from the shop that I picked it up from, the date and the time. And I have dialysis. I have stage 4 kidney failure. So I picked up that car, and right from me picking that car up and buying that car and getting it out of the shop, I drove right into not even a mile down the street to Live Oak to make my treatment. And that's when I got pulled over, and I was going to see if I could have leniency on that so I can get this car registered in my name and put the insurance on there. It's just been hard with this COVID and me being with this kidney failure, having treatments on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 4 hours to actually have extra time while I'm not feeling good and going to treatment to get all the whole car in line. But in the time it's been parked, I have not been driving the car.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think probably the best thing, I'll just reduce your fine. Normal fine is $435. And under your circumstances, but I do want you to get the insurance, Mr. Riojas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. I'm gonna put the car in my name and get insurance, and that's my word.
Okay, well, I'm going to reduce.
Because I've been trying.
Go ahead, sir.
I really have been trying my hardest to get everything in line and do everything right. It's just, man, I've been just all honesty. I'm all the way wrong on what I did, and I'm not above the law, but it's been really rough with me with this COVID, and also being at treatment and having it's just a lot piling up. I got, I don't know how much longer I got at that, but I will get everything fixed right and get it going.
Well, not going to require that. Mr. Rioja, sounds like you've got more pressing issues to deal with. So I'm going to reduce the fine from $435 to $235 and give you 30 days to pay that. If you can't pay it in full in 30 days, just call the clerks and they'll work with you to get you on a payment plan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're going to see a prompt in just a minute to go talk to one of the ladies. Make sure they've got your current address, phone number, and email address.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's Copeland. Mr. Copeland, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Copeland? You're still trying to connect to audio. Okay, Mr. Copeland, you're not connected to audio yet. I don't know that you can even hear me. You can hear me? Okay, Mr. Copeland, you should be able to hear me now. Get your assistant over there to give you a hand. Okay, now you just need to unmute.
Okay,
There you go.
thank
I
you,
saw
sir.
you had your assistant over there giving you.
Yes, ma'am. That's my daughter.
Well, my granddaughter helps me out, so good for her. Okay, Mr. Copeland, can you raise your hand, please? Right hand.
Yes, sir.
Solemnly
Yes.
swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Copeland. You can put your hand down if you haven't already. Mr. Copeland, you're charged with driving while license invalid. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, yes, I do.
To that offense, sir, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
No contest. I'm not for sure what that kind of means.
Okay. No contest means you're not admitting it, but you're not denying it.
Okay. I guess yes. Yes, I understand.
Okay.
I don't know what goes with each one. Like what, if I was a plead guilty or like no contest, I don't know what that will mean to me.
Well, if you plead guilty, you're admitting that you were driving while license invalid. Of course, not guilty says, nope, I had a license and I'll show it to you. And no contest means I'm not going to tell you I did, but I'm not going to tell you I didn't.
Okay. All right.
So to the offense of driving while license invalid, how do you guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I want to say no contest, but the only reason why I say that is just because I did not know at the time until the officer had like turned me over. I didn't get like no paperwork saying that my license, was suspended. But I mean, I accept, like whatever consequence, that the judge says and whatnot.
Why was it suspended? Do you know?
I got a DWI about, I think, 2 months or a month, like before that, about 2 months like that. And so right now I'm going through the process of that court system right now.
So they temporarily suspended your license, and you could have requested an administrative hearing, and I guess that wasn't done, so your license is now suspended for either 90 days or 6 months, depending on whether you took the test.
Well, after the cop had pulled me over, I had got some letters like from the state.
Right.
My license, I can get it back May 28th. Okay, I have to pay like a fine. And then I guess apparently the state had tried to like mail me some information, but it went to like my old address, and that's why I didn't like get it.
Okay. All right. So you don't have your license back now.
No, I don't. But I will have it back May 29th.
Have you already paid your reinstatement fee?
No, I'm gonna mail that out. It's $125. And I will mail that out tomorrow, like to the state. Because I have the letter right here. And so yeah, I have to pay that and whatnot.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I shouldn't do this, but if you, I'm gonna reset your case to June 10th.
Okay.
As soon as you get your license back, you need to email me a copy of it,
Yes, sir.
and I will then consider probating you on that case so that it does not go on your record.
Okay.
But you're still gonna end up paying a fee for the driving while license invalid. It's gonna be $345,
Okay.
which is $150 less than what the fine is.
Right.
And you also gonna need to have insurance.
Okay.
I'll cut that fee down a little bit for you since you got other fees to deal with down in the county. Or you will. So reset you till June 10th. In just a second, you're going to see a prompt there to go talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office.
Yes.
Give them your current email address, phone number, and physical address, since you said you
Okay.
moved. So let's go ahead and talk to them, give them updated information, and then we'll
Okay.
mail you another Zoom hearing notice or a live hearing notice. It's probably still going to be Zoom on June 10th.
Okay.
But as soon as you get your license, email us a copy. And then on the 10th, you need to be prepared to pay that $345.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Copeland?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, tell your daughter thank you for getting you hooked up.
Next person I'm gonna omit is a pretrial.
What's the name?
It is Robert Atkinson.
Robert Atkinson? I see him.
She should have the case file in there.
Okay. What's the offense? Okay, Mr. Atkinson, can you hear me, sir? I need for you to unmute.
There, is that better?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Ms.
Thank you.
Hutchinson, you're here on a pretrial hearing. So you had to come in to see me before I could send you to the breakout room to visit with Ms. Trevino. So when you see
Okay.
the prompt, when you see the prompt on your screen, hit that and you'll be put in a waiting room with her.
Okay.
Okay. If y'all need me later, I'll be here. So you see that prompt, go ahead and hit that button and vanish from into cyberspace for a few minutes. Vicky, how come Mr. Copeland is still there?
Okay, okay, finally moved. I think he ended up disconnecting himself because Z didn't have him.
Christian Aguilar. Okay, Mr. Aguilar, can you hear me? Okay, you're muted, so you need to unmute. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Aguilar, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir, I do.
To that offense, Mr. Aguilar, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir, I do.
To the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty, sir.
Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, sir.
Did you pass a drug test today?
I didn't take a drug test today.
Oh, could you, if I sent you to do one today, could you pass it?
Yes, sir. Might as well.
Since it's your first offense, Mr. Aguilar, I can consider probating you on the case, try to give the opportunity to keep it off of your record. The deferral fees are $340. Are you able to pay that today?
Not up front, sir.
How long do you need to gather those funds up?
You said it was 340?
$340.
Yes, sir. I mean, is it possible to do like a payment plan kind of thing?
No, that's the reason I ask you how long it needs to be paid up front, but I'll give you a reasonable amount of time to gather the funds. So
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I get paid every bi-weekly, so maybe 2 weeks, like the next Friday. The Friday after next, I believe.
I'm gonna give you a little more time than that.
I'm sorry?
So I'm gonna give you a little more time than that. We'll reset you till July the 6th.
Alrighty, sir.
But if you have your fees ahead of time, Mr. Aguilar, you can just call into the court. They'll pull your files, see that it's going to be a 6-month probation. Then you can pay your fees online. Start the probation then. You're also going to end up having to do 6 hours of community service, but you don't do the community service until you pay your fees.
Okay. So I have until you said July 6th?
Yes, sir. In just
July
a minute,
6th.
in just a second, you're gonna see a prompt on your screen to join a breakout room. And when you talk to either Z or Nancy, give them your email address, confirm your phone number and mailing address also.
Yes, sir.
We can get to you. Again, it's gonna be a lot better for you if you can pay prior to July 6th. Just any time when you have the funds. The only
Yes, sir.
condition of your deferral is no drug or alcohol cases.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can do that before July 6th.
Okay, do you have any questions?
So just so I have it straight, on July 6th beforehand, I have to pay the 340. And if I don't, then I have to do the community service, or is the community service regardless?
The community service, no, if you don't pay the 340, then it's gonna go in as a conviction,
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
opposed to a probation. 6 hours of community service is a condition of the deferral. So if you do community service at any nonprofit or charitable organization, I don't tell you where to go. I don't know your schedule. I don't know what's close to you. You can do it at a food bank, a church, Salvation Army, Goodwill, Horse Refuge. I don't know. A lot of opportunities for nonprofit
Yes, sir.
volunteer work you can do.
Alrighty. Well, I'll get on that.
Don't do your community service until after you pay your fees.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Now you're going to see a prompt there in a minute, and hit that, and you'll talk to either Z or Nancy and give them your updated information.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Aguilar.
Thanks, sir.
Edgar Alvarez. Mr. Alvarez, just need you to unmute and we'll be good.
There we go, right there.
Okay, Mr. Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand for me, please.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir. I do.
Mr. Alvarez, you're charged with driving while license invalid. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, Mr. Alvarez, are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
To the offense of driving while license invalid, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
It looks like you got a mandatory suspension from the Department of Public Safety. So it's going to be a while before you can get your license back.
Well, I actually, I applied for my occupational driver's license, and the judge approved it. He gave me the paperwork right here. I don't know if you can see, but he said, DPS sent me a scheduled date to go retake my driver's license and my written test. And as long as I pass those, they'll release my license and send me the hard copy and all that.
So when are you supposed to do that, Mr. Alvarez?
My court date for my driving test and my written test is this 30th of June, or next month. Yeah, June 30th.
Okay, so you've got the piece of paper for your occupational license.
Yes, sir.
Have you mailed that in, or did your attorney mail it in to the state so you could get an actual license?
we sent it to Austin, the DPS office in Austin, and they approved it and everything. And they sent me a paper saying like they scheduled me for me to take my driver's license and my written test again. And they told me for now, the judge told me for now, the one that approved it, he told me to use this as my license until I take my test, and from there I should be good. Also the judge said there's no reason for me to have a occupational driver's license. He's never seen, because I have no DWI, no drug charges, nothing like that. So he immediately approved it, and we sent it to Austin, and they approved it, and they sent me the date for my driver's test.
Well, the problem that I think you're going to run into, Mr. Peralta, is, Mr. Alvarez, is you're going to see that the suspension is a mandatory suspension by DPS because you got a citation for DWLI while you were already under suspension for a previous driving while licensed invalid case. I think that's what you're going to find. But, I'm going to reduce the fine on this case a little bit for you since you're at least trying to get it done. So instead of 485, it's going to be 385. Are you able to pay that today, sir?
No, sir. Would that just be like court fees, or what is that?
Yeah, that's just fine and court costs.
Okay.
So you're going to talk to either Z or Nancy in just a second. You're going to see a prompt on your phone.
Okay.
Talk to one of the ladies, give them your current address.
Okay.
Email address and phone number. So if we have to reach you, we can. The most time I can give you to pay that is 30 days. If you can't pay it in full in 30 days, you need to stay in touch with the clerk's office, and they can deal with you.
Okay.
Give you some assistance.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Rudy. Okay, go ahead and join that prompt, Mr. Alvarez, and they will be with you in just a second.
Okay.
And that to yellow, please. Okay. Who's on the phone ending in 607?
Yes, this is Daniel.
Daniel.
Sam Ortega.
You say Daniel San Ortega?
Yeah, Daniel Sam, S-A-M, Ortega, O-R-T-E-G-A.
Okay. Ortega. Sam's the middle name.
Yeah, Daniel Sam Ortega.
Is that pre-trial?
I'm here to do a sworn statement, I believe.
Okay.
Just stating that I completed all the following requirements for the ticket, which I did.
Yeah, you're supposed to have appeared on April the 20th.
Yes. I was with the guest here at Universal. I sell cars at Universal Toyota, and time just kind of got away from me. A guest popped up around 1 o'clock, and and today I literally have stayed away from like the dealership. I told a manager I had to do this today. Again, time just slipped from me on April 20th, but I'm
Okay,
here
well, you can tell me the
today.
truth, Mr. Ortega, to the questions I ask you.
Come again, sir? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Are you going to tell me the truth to the questions that I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ortega, you're placed on deferred disposition on this case back on hold on, I'm trying to find your paperwork. There it is.
Okay.
You're placed on deferred disposition back on August 12th. You missed 1, 2, 3, 4. You missed 4 court settings for various reasons. Maybe only 3. One of them might have been from COVID.
I believe one was from COVID. One was during the storm. I didn't have any power to do the Zoom call. And then the third one was here at my work, was April 20th, which I believe, like I said, I was here at work, just time slipped away from me. And I believe this is the 4th one. I'm not sure, there was 5, but I believe this is the 4th one.
Okay, well, from August 12th, have you received any other citations in any jurisdiction?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Ortega, you're free to go. The case will be dismissed.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you. That wasn't it. Oh, that's code right there. Yeah, that's the one you're printing out. Okay, who's on the phone ending in 526? Who's on the phone ending in 526?
Imani Purefoy.
Imani Purefoy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Purefoy, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Purefoy, you're charged with running a stop sign. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir, I do.
To that offense, Ms. Purefoy, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir, I do.
And then to the offense of running a stop sign, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
The fine and court cost is $230, or if you're eligible, you may be able to take a defensive driving case and keep the citation off of your record.
Yes, sir.
So have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No, sir, I have not.
You want to take defensive
I
driving
believe-
or pay the fine?
I'll take the defensive driving.
Okay, do you have $144 with you? Or that you can pay
No,
the court?
sir, I do not.
Okay, how much time do you need to come up with $144?
Well, I just got out the hospital, so I haven't really been to work, so I'm not sure how long it would take me.
Well, give me a hint.
2 weeks.
Okay. Are you be able to go back to work?
As of right now, no, probably not for a few days.
Okay.
But I will come up with it.
Okay, Ms. Purifoy, I'm going to give you till July the 6th to pay the 144. But in the meantime, you're going to need to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance, which are required to do defensive driving. In just a minute, I'm going to have you talk to either Nancy or Z, and you'll give them your email information, your current phone number, and confirm your physical address. And once you do that, you'll have until July 6th to make your payment. I would recommend you do that ahead of time if you're able to do so. Because if you call in on July 6th, you're going to be waiting just like you probably have today for an hour.
Yes, sir.
So in just seconds, you're going to see a prompt on your phone to go into a breakout room.
I'm sorry?
You're going to see a prompt on your phone to go into a waiting room or a breakout room.
Okay.
You hit that and go talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you see that? I guess you do because you're gone. Pick on. Nope, it's Juana Boyles. Boytes, I'm sorry, Boytes.
Yes.
Hello. Mr. Boytes?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hang on for just a second. We're looking for your file.
All right.
Is it pretrial?
With the B Boytes?
Boytes.
Yes, Boytes. Live on YouTube.
Yep, you're a star.
I'm not even seeing him on my docket.
Okay, Ms. Boyce, we can't find your file right now. I'm gonna put you back in a waiting room. As soon as we find your file, I'll bring you back in and visit about whatever we need to visit about.
All right.
So don't hang up. Just stay where you are. Just we're gonna put you in a different cyberspace room until we find your file.
What the weird thing, Judge, is I'm putting his name in the citation selection, and his name's not even coming up.
You have a different last name, Mr. Boyce?
No, sir. Just one last name. Aboytes. Aboytes.
Boytes. Okay. Sorry, I was calling you.
Aboytes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, don't have to send you into cyberspace. Okay, Mr. Aboytes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Aboytes, you're placed on deferred disposition for a no insurance ticket back on April the 20th.
Yes. I was supposed to do that thing.
Doesn't look like you signed the order that we sent you.
I was wondering if it was gonna be through email or like through the mail.
Well, it appears it was sent to you by email
My email.
to,
Because I was waiting for like the mail if I was gonna, but I guess not.
have you paid your fees, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think the reason he got a show cause is because we didn't have that signed order.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Boyd, we're gonna send you that order again. You need to sign it and turn around and send it right back.
All right. So I would just print it out, take a photo of it, and send it to y'all. Or how would it
Print it
be?
out, sign it,
Yes.
send it back to us.
Okay. Through email or through like the.
You can email it to us. You're gonna talk to one of the ladies here in just a second
All right.
to confirm your email address, your physical address, and your phone number.
All right, sir.
And of course, you write those on the forms too, but we need your email address. Again, we may have it. But, and then you have to maintain your insurance through October 19th of 2021.
Yes, sir.
And I think the prior card you gave us expires sometime in September. So once you get that renewal card from your insurance company, send that to us also, sir. Email that to us.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for me to move them in?
Yeah. You're going to see a prompt to go into a breakout room with one of the ladies to confirm your information.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, sir. You have a nice day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you. Okay, Aaron, you need to hook up to audio.
Hello?
Hello, Aaron, can you tell me your last name, please?
There we go. Yes, sorry about that. I could not hear. My last name, Maestas.
Is what? I'm sorry, you have a bad connection.
Maestas?
Maestas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now he's gone. Now he's back. How do you spell that, sir?
He's a pretrial, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Maestas. You're here for a pretrial. Okay, can you still hear me? Just nod your head if you can. Okay. You're here for a pretrial hearing, so you're going to be put in a breakout room to talk to Cynthia Trevino, who's the prosecutor, okay? And when you talk to her, you need to unmute again because you're muted right now. So, lower left-hand corner. Avery Onu. I'm O-N-U-H. I don't know if that's a last name or not.
No, Omen.
Vicky, let's try somebody else. Avery. Apparently doesn't want to talk to us. Another iPhone. This doesn't even give me a phone number. Those on the iPhone, please. Okay, Vicky, you got somebody else?
Yes, sir.
We're about to have a storm here in just a minute. Looks like most of it went north of us, though. The bulk of it did. Ooh. Okay, Ms. Hernandez. You need to unmute, please. Samuel Hernandez.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm fine, Mr. Hernandez. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah, that's great. That's real good. Not many people who are doing wonderful.
Yeah, I'm glad to. I can't complain. You know, I mean, I've got a ticket. Obviously, I've got to get taken care of. But other than that, everything's pretty good.
Actually, you have 2 tickets.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got 2 tickets. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
And you can put your hand down. Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with failure to report change of address and also speeding 32 in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To the failure to report change of address offense, how do you plead on that case? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest. I actually already had that address changed on my license with the new license in hand.
Okay. Okay. On the speeding case, Mr. Hernandez, how do you plead on that case?
No contest. And I was wondering if there's any way I could do a deferred adjudication and do some kind of defensive driving or driver safety course.
Well, you can do deferred disposition. The law requires that you do a defensive driving class. How old are you, sir?
27. I had to think about that.
No, you don't have to do a defensive driving class. You're over 25. So here's the deal, Mr. Hernandez. The deferral fees are $244 for a deferred disposition of the case. You'll have to go 120 days without getting any citations anywhere. Or if you want to do defensive driving, those fees are $144. Plus the cost of the class, plus $12 for your driving history. So see the 244, 144, plus those other add-on costs. Are you currently on deferred right now out of another court?
No, sir.
You're just right up the road from us here, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually got pulled over right down the road from y'all on Shin Oak headed towards 35. There at that little, just past the cross street right before the ramp.
So, which you want to do defensive driving, or you want to?
We'll do the defensive driving.
Do defensive driving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the 144 with you today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're also going to need a copy of your insurance policy.
Okay, I can get that to you pretty quickly.
We have a copy of your license, so we.
And I can just send the copy of the insurance over to the municipal court at Live Oak.
Just email it to us. I'm gonna have you talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office here in just a minute, and they'll take your payment.
Okay.
And they'll also give you our email address if you don't already have it. You can just email us your insurance information.
Okay, I'll get that done.
And then once you pay your fees, if you pay them today, you'll have 90 days from today's date to take and complete the class and turn in your paperwork. And your paperwork is going to consist of your driving history, which you have to obtain from the DPS. That costs you $12. And then whatever the class costs you, 25 to 30. And you can do everything online. You never have to leave the comforts of your living room.
That sounds good to me.
You can even drink a beer while you're watching defensive driving.
As long as I'm not driving and doing it, I think it's okay, right?
As long as you're sitting in your living room and doing it, yep.
Sounds good to me.
But then don't go out driving after that, though.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. I
And I'm gonna
definitely
just-
like
I'm
my
gonna-
job, and if I get one of them, I'm not keeping my job, so I can't afford one of those.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss the driver's license case.
All righty, thank you very much, sir.
Okay. You're going to see a prompt on your screen. Just a second. Hit that, and you go talk to Z or Nancy and give them your payment information. Make sure they've got your updated email address and phone number too.
All right, thank you much, Your Honor. You have a great day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Miriam Zavala. Okay, Ms. Zavala, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, raise your right hand for me, please. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zavala, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, Ms. Zavala, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir. I was looking to plead no contest.
Okay. Is this your first drug-related offense of any sort?
No, sir.
How many others have you had?
One similar in San Antonio.
So prior PDP? Could you
Yes,
pass
sir.
the drug test today?
I believe I could. Yes, sir. The last time was when I got the ticket, so it hasn't been since then, but
You'd be real close, but that's okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I can still consider probating you, Ms. Zavala, if you want me to consider that. There is a fee that's payable, and there's 6 hours of community service that you'd have to do. But if you go 180 days without getting any other citations, I can dismiss the case. Any
Yes,
other
sir.
citations for drugs or alcohol? If you get a traffic case, that's not going to mess this up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was the first day back to the river. That's where I was at. And then whenever I was just coming back, it's not something I try to practice or anything, but I am like a full-time college student. I do work. I'm a manager at HEB, so it's not something I try to practice or make a
Okay.
lifestyle, but
Sometimes we just make some bad decisions. I know I've
Yes.
made a lot of them. So,
yes, sir.
But the fees for the deferral are $340. Those need to be paid up front. If you can't pay them today, I can give you some time.
I do have the payment.
Ma'am,
I do have the payment.
so okay, Ms. Vala, in just a minute, you're gonna be shifted over to talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. And they will give you, or you need to give them confirm your phone number and email address. I know we've got it on this form you sent in, but just going to confirm that. And they'll take your payment. The only other thing that you have to do for your deferral is you have to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days.
Yes,
I know
sir.
HEB has got a lot of community service projects that go on from time to time. You can do one of those, you can pick your own. I don't tell you where to go because I don't know what your schedule is. You just need 6 hours within 60 days. Church, food bank,
Library, I think. I don't know. I used to, in high school, I was part of NHS, so I had to do community service to get hours for that. So I do know a couple places where I could be able to.
Well, we're going to
Yeah.
send you a form, a timesheet. So whoever you do community service for, just have them sign off on it. If it's two different groups, say you do 3 hours at the library and 3 hours somewhere else at food bank, just have both of them sign off on the hours that you did for them, okay?
Yes, sir. And is that going to be the forms emailed? All email?
Yes, ma'am. Everything's, it's the reason we want to confirm your email, because we will then also send you the deferral order, which will give you a date to reappear and give you the deadline for when the community service is due.
Okay.
All right? So just behave yourself. Don't be doing this anymore.
Yes, sir. Thank
And,
you.
It'll go away.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Stay safe.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Next person I'm sending in is another pretrial.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Miller, can you hear me? Mr. Miller, can you hear me? What's he got? Okay. Mr. Miller, are you able to hear? You need to unmute. Lower left-hand corner.
Unmute. There we go.
Okay. Mr. Miller, you're here for a pretrial
Yes, sir.
setting with the prosecutor. So what's going to happen is you're going to see a prompt on your screen that says enter breakout room or enter waiting room. When you see that, hit that. You'll visit with Cynthia Trevino, who's our prosecutor, and you'll visit with her first. If there are issues that I have to resolve between the two of you, then I will do so. But your main conversation today will be with Ms. Trevino.
Okay.
So when you see that prompt, go ahead and hit it, and you'll be miraculously transported in cyberspace to a waiting room.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. He just has a stop sign. Okay, Mr. Garza, Gilbert Garza Jr. Okay, Mr. Garza, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, Mr. Garza, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. Yes, sir.
Okay, you put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Garza, you're charged with speeding 36 in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense that's alleged, Mr. Garza, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir, I do.
And to the offense of speeding 36 in a 20-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Oh gosh, what happened? Sorry, sir, you got disconnected. I'm sorry. What was the last thing, sir?
To the offense of speeding 36 and a 20, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
And the fine court cost is $214, Mr. Garza, or if you're eligible and want to do so, you may take a defensive driving class and have the chance of keeping it off of your record. Or you can just pay the fine of $214.
I'll pay the fine, sir.
Are you able to pay that today?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, you're gonna see a prompt on your screen, just a second, to go to a breakout room or waiting room. You'll hit that, you'll be connected with either Z or Nancy, and they can take your payment information.
Sorry, sir.
All right,
I'm gonna put them in a room and then have to move them because both of the ladies are on the phone.
Okay, got it,
did
sir.
you hear
Thank
that,
you.
Mr. Garza?
Yes, sir. Just the very last piece. Yes, I did. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, she's gonna have to put you in a waiting room and then move you in to talk to one of the ladies.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a good day.
You do the same, sir. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jocelyn Chavez. Chavez. How would you pronounce that? Chevaz. Is it Chavez or Chavez? Oh, that doesn't look like a Jocelyn. Can you unmute yourself, sir? Lower left-hand corner. First of all, you need to unmute. There you go.
Right there. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Francisco Chavez Soto.
Francisco Chavez.
Pre-trial.
What? Pre-trial?
He's a pre-trial. Yes, sir.
Ms. Chavez, you're here for a pre-trial hearing. So you're going to be connected to our prosecutor, Cynthia Trevino. She can talk to you about the pre-trial issues that need to be handled. And also if there's any alternatives for taking care of the case.
Okay.
You're going to be put in a waiting room first.
Okay.
And then you'll be moved in to talk to Ms. Trevino when I think she's got one or two people ahead of you.
Okay.
So you talk to her, and if y'all need me again, then I'll be here if I have to decide any of the pretrial issues for you.
Okay. You are the judge.
I'm the judge. That's where I got this black robe and everything. Even got a gavel somewhere. Okay, so you're gonna see a prompt on your screen in just a minute.
Okay.
To join the breakout room or
Okay.
waiting room. Okay. So just hit that when you see it and okay. Whoever's on the line at 801. Hello, can you tell me your name, please? Can you tell me
James
your
Bickham.
name, please?
James Bickham.
James
Bickham.
Pickham.
Bickham. Bickham. Bickham.
Bickham. I'm sorry, sir.
Yes.
Hold it. Here, you gave me too many. Okay, Mr. Bickham, are you able to, no, you're on phone, never mind. Are you gonna tell me the truth to the questions I ask you, sir?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Beckham, you're charged with speeding 90 in a 65-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, sir, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yep.
And then to the offense of speeding 90 in a 65-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Well, you're too fast for defensive driving, Mr. Bickham. So the only other thing I can offer you is what's called a deferral on the case. The fees would be $309, and you would have to take a defensive driving class in addition of the deferral to possibly get it dismissed. Or if you just want to pay the fine, it's $259, and that'll close out the case.
Okay, when can do I have to make that decision now?
It'd be nice if you can.
I'm unable to. I would like to speak with my attorney.
Hey, who is your attorney?
I don't need to name him. I don't think I need to name him. I'm undecided.
You're undecided? Okay,
Yes.
well, you better decide, because you've got until next Tuesday to log back in or have your attorney call in and
Okay, great.
speak for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll do that.
Well, hold on a minute, Mr. Bickham,
All right.
because we need to get your email address so we can send you the information, since it's only a week away. Okay, Mr. Bickham, in just a minute, you're going to see a prompt on your screen to join a breakout room or a waiting room.
Okay.
When you do that, you're going to talk to one of the court clerks, give them your current address, phone number, and email address.
Okay.
Right? Do you see that prompt for you to hit? Yes, you do. You got it.
Wait.
Let's just Anthony's iPhone. So find me how many Anthony's you got?
I got Anthony Fernandez right there. Anthony Wilson. Anthony. Wow, we must have a lot of cases.
Anthony, need for you to connect on your phone.
Got Antonio. There's Antonio's.
Okay. Yeah. There he is. Okay, Anthony, I need for you to unmute your phone, please. Okay, I can't hear you. You're muted. No, it's not that. You're. Okay, you need to unmute. It's probably on the side of your phone. Okay. One more button. Should be a little red phone with a line through it. There you go.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay, Anthony, what's your last name, please?
Rosser, Rosser.
Mr. Rosser, hold tight just a minute while we pull your file.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Rosser, you have two cases. One is let's see, are they both capious profane?
Yes, sir. This is an indigent hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Rosser, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Hang on just a second, Mr. Rosser. I got another judge calling me.
Okay.
Hey, Debbie, can I call you right back? I'm in the middle of a docket, so I'll call you right back. Okay. Bye. Mr. Rosser, looks like you have two capious profane warrants adding up to about $1,150, something close to that.
966.20.
Oh, 96620, so he did make some payments, okay. Mr. Prosser, you work for a stylist or barber? Or,
Yeah, I'm a barber.
okay. So you have a fiance that's bringing in 2,000, you're bringing in 2,000, is that right?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
That you have a fiance that's bringing in 2,000 and you bringing in approximately 2,000 a month?
Yeah, roughly, yes.
Vicky, has he made any payments on these? It looks like I made a few.
Yeah, I made a few payments. I think the last time I paid like 1,000. I thought that was all I had to pay, but they were like, well, all the court fees and all the other stuff, and I had missed court dates or whatnot, and then they was telling me how it all added up, and I'm like, man.
He has
this is a
made
lot.
payments, sir.
You what? I'm sorry?
He has made payments. He's paid $1,625. He had a DWLI he paid off, insurance when they got paid off. And then he still has his other DWLI with a failure to appear.
And what'd you say his balance is now? It's
966.20.
Ms. Rosser, do you want to just be kept on a payment plan, or do you want me to order some community service for you?
I'd like community service. I mean, I do community service anyway, so it'd be right up my alley. I mean, I'd appreciate that. $900 is just. I'm still trying to recover from COVID and not working and whatnot, and I'm just trying to get all my stuff situated, and I just want to be legit. So I just want to do what I can to make sure that I get legit.
Okay, I'm gonna have you pay the balance of $966.20 with 76 hours of community service. Get those turned in within 60 days, and that'll pay off everything you owe here.
Okay.
You can do your community service at any nonprofit or charitable organization. Food bank, Goodwill, Salvation Army, a church. Looks like you may be athletic. So if you want to work with youth sports or something like that, you can do that. We're going to send you some timesheets that whoever you do the community service for needs to complete. And you need to turn those in within 60 days. If you get to the end of the 60 days and you're still a little short, call the court and I'll give you a short extension to finish it up.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, in just a second, we're going to have you visit with either Z or Nancy. Give them, confirm your address with them and also your email address and phone number. And they will email you the timesheets and also tell you exactly what you need to do.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Rosser. And when you see a prompt on your screen, hit that and you'll be connected to either Z or Nancy.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you. I will.
As he has 2 DWLIs in his car. Huh? No. Another iPhone. Vicky, let's try whoever else we have left. Ms. Thompson. I don't think we've tried her before. There she is. Hey, Ms. Thompson, can you hear me? Okay, you're muted. Okay. Okay. Hi, I can see you, but you're muted. Thompson, Alexandria. Okay. Okay, you should be able to. Oh, I'm not muted. Shows that you're muted right now. Lower left-hand corner of your screen. Okay, you're getting closer. Okay, now all you have to do is unmute yourself. There you go.
Hello?
Now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. Thompson, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Thompson, you're charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility and also no driver's license. Do you understand what the two charges are that are filed against you?
Yes, sir.
To each of those cases, Ms. Thompson, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of no driver's license, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the no insurance violation, how do you plead?
No contest.
Do you have a driver's license now?
I actually have a test for it next week on the 19th. They don't allow us to walk in anymore. You have to make an appointment, and
Yeah,
they do
I
it.
know. I know. Okay. Where do you work?
I just recently got a job at the UPS store.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I used to work at the Kobe restaurant, the sushi bar. I don't know if you know it.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it, but okay. And do you have insurance now, Ms. Thompson?
I don't, only because I haven't gotten my license yet, but I am paying my brother to be on his, but I don't have that with me.
Okay, but you did not have insurance on the day you were stopped?
The car did. It was insured to licensed drivers only.
Okay.
So that's why I had no license, so I had no insurance.
Okay. Okay, well, on the driver's license, Ms. Thompson, I'm going to reset that case to June the 10th. Give you a
Okay.
chance to get your license. once you get it, you need to email us a copy for your file. And then I will defer you on that case for the same amount that your fine would have been, which is going to be $250. And the only condition of that deferral is going to be that you maintain your license as current with no suspensions for the next 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, and then on your insurance case, the fine and court cost is $335. Are you able to pay that today?
No, sir.
I can give you 30 days to get that done. If you cannot pay it in full in 30 days, you need to make at least a substantial payment within the 30 days, and then the ladies in the clerk's office can set you up on a payment plan of some sort. The one thing you don't want to do, Mr. Thompson, is ignore us. If you find you get to a time of payments due and you can't pay it, call us. Don't wipe us off your map, because if we don't hear from you and can't stay in touch with you, that's when warrants issue, and that's when bad things start to happen, and I don't think you want a warrant out for your arrest.
No, yeah.
It wouldn't be good at the UPS store.
No, not at all.
They just probably put you in a box and ship you off.
Yep, right to you.
So one case is going to be reset to June 10th. Again, as soon as you get your license, send it to us. And as soon as you get your insurance, send it to us.
Yes, sir.
And then give you 30 days to pay on the other one. Now, you're going to, in just a few minutes, you're going to see a prompt on your phone to go into a breakout room or a waiting room. When you get there, you guys talk to either Nancy or Z, and you're going to give them your current, or confirm your address, phone number, and email address for them so they can email you some paperwork, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any questions right now?
No, sir.
Okay. Go back to doing what you do at the UPS store.
Okay, thank you.
After you talk to the lady, so hit that prompt first.
Yes, sir.
You see it on your phone?
No, sir.
Should be there in just a minute.
Yes.
Okay, who's on the phone ending in 407? Oh, got down to 2.
Gregory Giles.
Gregory, what's the last name, sir?
Giles, Giles.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Giles. Hold on just a second while we
Yes,
pull
sir.
it back. Okay, Mr. Giles, are you going to tell me the truth to the questions I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Giles, you're charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Do you have insurance now?
Yes, sir.
Since you have insurance now, once we receive verification of that, I can place you on what's called deferred disposition. Try to keep it off of your record. $350 fee that needs to be paid with that. You'll be on deferred for a period of 6 months. Your only condition on a deferred like this, Mr. Giles, is to maintain the insurance without any lapses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Maintain the insurance with no lapses, and then make sure we have all the insurance cards that you have for the full 6-month period. And if there are no lapses, I'll dismiss the case at the end of the 6 months.
Yes, sir.
You, are you able to pay the $350 today?
No, sir.
How long do you need to come up with that?
I paid this Friday. I just started my new job with Amazon, so I should be getting paid this Friday, so I could possibly make a payment.
Well, we don't do payments on deferred, so I'm just gonna give you till July 6th to get it paid.
Okay. Yes, sir.
What I need for you to do today, when you get off work, is to email us a copy of your driver's license and the insurance that you have now.
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to do that today, or do you need until tomorrow to get that to us?
I can do it today. Does it have to be before y'all hours are out?
No, it just needs to be in here, you know. You can do it tomorrow. That's fine too.
Yes, sir. I can get it by today.
In just a minute, you're going to see a prompt on your phone to enter a breakout room or a waiting room. And when you see that, you need to hit that, and you need to provide the lady that you speak with. Her name's either going to be Z or Nancy, one of those two. You need to provide them with your current address, email address, and phone number. And that way we can email you a copy of the extension of time. I would urge you to pay it prior to July 6th if there's any way for you to do that, so that we're set to go.
Yes, sir.
When you log back in on the 6th.
Okay.
Okay? So you see
Yes,
a
sir.
prompt on your phone there? Yes, you do.
I have Gordon Slade, so I'm going to bring him in so I can put him in a breakout room for Cynthia.
Okay. Hello, Gordon. Hello, Gordon.
Good afternoon.
How things in your world?
Well, last I checked, my doors are still open, but it's been different.
And you're upright, and you're speaking, and you're talking, and you're breathing, and you're
Yeah,
drinking and eating, and
I've got two friends that are my age that didn't make it.
how old are you?
61.
A very,
My family doctor and my CPA.
oh, wow. Yeah, I'm 70, and it seems like every 4 or 5 months I have one pass away. So we're going to put you in a breakout room so you can visit with Cynthia.
Okay.
And if y'all need me, I'll be here.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, good to see you.
Good to see you.
We'll try this person one more time.
Avery Onu. Huh?
That's the last name, Avery?
What, no, first name. Well, I don't know what it is. It's showing up as Avery Onuh. Okay, Avery, are you there?
I wonder if they left because I don't even see a mic down there.
Okay, Mr. Berry, can you hear me? Okay, you need to unmute. Lower left-hand corner, probably.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, thank you. Okay, last name is Berry, B-E-R-R-Y.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm signed into my daughter's Zoom account once again.
I was gonna say, you don't look much like Allura.
Yeah,
How do
that's
you-
my daughter,
How do you pronounce her first name?
Alora.
Laura, okay, that was pretty close. All right. Mr. Berry, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Berry, you had some fine amounts assessed back in March. Have you been able to make any progress in making any of these payments?
At the moment, currently, sir, it's a hard time, especially now I just paid my rent, and we do have an addition to the family coming right now, so that has been more of a priority, you know.
I understand. Are you working, sir?
I currently work for myself, so I do mobile tattooing.
Mobile tattooing, okay.
Sure.
Never knew a mobile tattooist or
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2021. You buy the machine now and just go, you know, where you got to.
Huh. Some of those tattoos are pretty exotic and pricey, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. And they can take a lot of time.
So, Vicki, what is Mr. Berry owe total?
All right, he paid for his deferred. What he owes is $850.
Which case was deferred? The insurance?
No, possession of drug paraphernalia.
Okay, I don't have that one.
Yeah, because it's that's been taken care of, but we haven't had any payments on the 30-day extension. That's why the show cause went out, and we had
Okay.
no contact from the defendant.
Okay, so what is the owe total now on these two?
850.
Okay, well, Mr. Berry, you just need more time to pay it, or you want to do a bunch of community service to pay these off?
Honestly, sir, the community service would possibly have to be a route, because as far as the financial way, it's gonna butt into, you know, way of living, and I'm the only one bringing in income right now. So
Okay. Well, it'd be 68 hours of community service within 90 days. Think you can get that done?
yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Berry, I'm gonna put you into a breakout room with one of our court clerks. You need to give her your current phone number, address, and email address so that we can email you some paperwork. We're also gonna email you a timesheet or two. Of course, if you get it, you can copy it. But whoever you do the community service for needs to fill that out and sign it and give us a phone number. Your community service can be done at any nonprofit or charitable organization. For instance, food bank, Goodwill, Salvation Army, a church. If you're drawn toward sports, a lot of sports leagues are out looking for people to, work concession stands and things like that. And so whatever you can find that fits in with your schedule. I don't tell you exactly where to go, because I don't know what your schedule is and what your physical limitations are, if any. So you pick it out, you get it done 68 hours within 90 days. Turn that in, that'll discharge these fines. And you locked up. There you go.
And he disconnected.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I don't have them anywhere.
Okay, well, I'm sending the papers in with Reyes right now, so. O.J. Simpson, no, C.J. Sampson.
It's Christian Jamal Simpson.
This must be C.J. Hello, Mr. Sampson, can you hear me? Okay, need you to unmute, please. You're muted right now. There you go.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, now I can. Mr. Sampson, raise your right hand for me, please. Raise your right hand for me, please.
You know,
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God.
I do.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Sampson, you were supposed to have sent us proof of insurance for the entire 6-month period. I think the only policy we have from you, or the only proof, showed insurance from
Okay, looks like he froze up also.
Where'd you go, Mr. Sampson? Is everything signed? Everything signed?
No, I was gonna wait till Brumley gets here. Since we're so full.
Oh,
Yes, sir, Ms. Sampson. There you go. Oop, you're back for a minute. There you are. Now you're muted again.
okay.
There you go. So needed to provide insurance for a full 6 months. The policy that you gave us when you first started this matter was expired on February the 13th. So I need additional insurance from February 13th through today.
I emailed it this morning to the municipal court email.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And it may be, we may have it,
and
but
so yeah, I got over this morning.
it's not in the file. That doesn't mean we don't have it. Okay. Vicky, can somebody do a real quick check and see if we have an email from Mr. Sampson?
It's titled, the subject is insurance.
That it? Okay, Ms. Sampson, the clerk just brought me some, what looks to be an insurance card. I know it's an insurance card. I just need to make sure it's the right one. 629. Okay, did you change, did you have a lapse in your policy, Mr. Sampson?
Yes, sir. There was a 4-day lapse. I am unfortunately dealing with other legal issues right now while still going through a separation. So it had slipped my mind at the time, but as soon as I had realized that there was a lapse, I jumped right on it immediately.
But it's just the 4-day lapse?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Sampson, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the case, so you're free to leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Gordon, you need me again?
I don't think so. I got the offer and I was told I'd be sent the offer and a reset date. So if I can be excused, I'll get out of here.
You are excused. Is it raining where you are right now?
It is not.
What part of town is your office in?
I'm about 2 miles north of downtown on McCullough.
Okay, well, it's coming your way. It's just got to Live Oak.
I hope it makes it over to my house.
Yeah. All right, sir. Well, you have a
See you
good
later.
evening. Stay
Thanks,
safe.
Judge.
Okay, Mr. Berry. Vicky, do you know why he's Mr. Berry?
Yeah.
He just logged back on.
Yeah, had some internet issues.
Okay. What I was going to tell you is we're going to hook you up with one of the court clerks. You need to give them your current physical address, phone number, and email address, and we'll email you some paperwork.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
So when you see the prompt, go ahead and hit that, and you'll either talk to Z or Nancy and provide them with that information. Lily Noel Jenkins is back. Hello, Ms. Jenkins.
Hi, so I have been to 7 to 9 places trying to cash this money order in all day. I've been driving for about 2.5 hours since basically we talked to 3. And so the money order is from Oregon or from Washington, and I'm trying to go to a cash and go type of place right now, but I've been to like Walmart, HEB. I've been to 2 different Walmarts, 1 HEB, and then like 3 banks, and I'm about to go to this cash and go place, but all of them are saying like that they don't do it, or that it's going to be like a huge fee, and I can't pay the fee because I'm moving and I'm, trying to use the money to pay you guys. So I'm about to go to a cash and go place, But I'm sorry, I've been trying all day. I'm just about to go there right now. I'm just about to head out of this Walmart.
Okay, do you have a bank account where you can deposit?
Not here, no, I'm not from here, so. And I don't have any mail that shows like my current address for any bills, and they always ask for like the mail at the banks to prove that you live there.
So when are you moving to Oregon?
In about 7 days. So
Okay,
I'm about to go to a cash and go place.
I'll tell you, I'm
But I have to find my.
gonna give you 30 days to pay it. So once you get situated.
Okay, it'll be by tomorrow, the next day, or
Okay.
less.
I'll give you 30 days
So
to get it paid, all right?
okay.
The 700,
All right.
right?
Sorry about that. I've been walking around. Yeah, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off all day. Sorry.
Okay, well, just be careful.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll get the money by today probably, and then I'll send it by tomorrow morning or midday.
Okay, Miss Jenkins, that'll be fine.
And I'll do the scanning of everything because I was going to do the scanning of everything, but I was going to get this done first. But I haven't been able to do that yet because of all this. So I apologize.
No, you're
It's been
fine.
a crazy day. Have
You're
a
fine.
wonderful day.
Okay, be safe out there.
Thank you. Thanks
You got
for
rain headed-
understanding.
You got rain headed your way, so,
I know it's super windy. Have a good one.
okay, bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Mr. Barry, you're still muted.
All right, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Were you able to talk to one of the ladies?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll send you the paperwork you need and just get that turned in within the time period and you'll be good.
All right, I appreciate you.
Okay, you take care of yourself. You got a new one on the way?
Yes, sir.
When?
Another September 11th, actually.
Okay. Well, take care of that baby.
Yeah.
Take care of the
appreciate
mama.
it. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can lead the meeting and just get everything done for us. Thank you. Go find some big tattoo jobs.
For sure.
Okay, now, yeah. Now, Reyes, I'm getting
Judge? Hello, Judge?
Hello?
We had someone log on. Oh, I'm gonna put them in courtroom. That's
Yeah,
okay.
Avery, yeah, they've tried to log in 3 or 4 times.
You want me to send her in again?
Let's try, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk, when Michael comes over, talk to him.
Yeah, I hope that he remembers. But that's the one problem, is now they're walking in, and we're also trying to put them in breakout rooms, and then the phone's getting transferred. So you can't do that with 2 people out there and redirect them. I used to try
Well,
to,
we need to tell Paige and Anissa if they call their numbers. Log in 3 different times.
They have warrants, they need to send them in here.
Huh?
So if they have warrants, they should send them in here, let them have a seat. They can work on their paperwork and then I'll have them sign it. And it's a warrant arrest. Warrant served.
Well, what they're trying to do is come in and post a partial bond, which they're entitled to do.
Yeah. I just don't know what they're doing with the warrants. Who's signing them?
They're not doing the warrants. What they're saying, people come in with warrants, so they want to sign PR bonds. So they're not here to handle the warrants necessarily. They're here to put a hold on the warrant since would then be on a bond, which is, have a right to do it. So, hello, who's on the line? Avery. Now she's gone too. No, now she's back. This other judge that just called me.
Oh, wow.
Those pictures are from the 70s.
I think our defendant's on, sir.
Hello, can you identify yourself, please? Hello, can you tell me your name?
Adriana Hastings.
Adriana, I'm sorry, say it again.
Adriana Hastings.
Jesus is the last name?
No, Hastings.
Hastings.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Adriana.
Okay, Ms. Hastings, are you going to get on video or just audio?
Audio.
Okay. Are you going to tell me the truth to the questions I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Hastings, you're charged with no driver's license and possession of drug paraphernalia. You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
Okay, to both of those cases, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what each one of those pleas means?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so to the offense of no driver's license, how do you plead on that case? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And to the drug paraphernalia case, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, on the not guilty, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
Judge.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license now?
No, sir.
Okay, on the no driver's license, the fine and court cost is $250. Are you able to pay that today?
I'm sorry, the connection is messing up.
The fine and court cost on the no driver's license is $250. Are you able to pay that today?
Today, no, sir.
I can give you 30 days to pay that one. If you can't pay it in full in 30 days, you need to make a substantial payment within that 30 days, and then the ladies in the clerk's office can put you on a payment plan.
Okay.
And then on the drug paraphernalia case, we're going to send you a pretrial notice on that one. So in just a second, you're going to see a prompt on your phone so that you can talk to one of our court clerks and provide them with your current address and email address and phone number. And we'll send you a pretrial order to handle pretrial matters prior to the case actually being placed on the trial docket. Okay?
I'm
Did you
sorry,
hear
I
me?
could, no, I could not hear it. My Wi-Fi had went out due to the weather.
Okay. I said, in just a second, you're going to see a prompt on your phone or computer to go into a waiting room, and you're going to give the ladies your current address, email address, and phone number so we can reach you, okay?
Okay.
And I see that we had some problems connecting also back in April, but I'm glad you got through this time. I think we have your email address, but we just need to confirm that, and also your mailing address and phone number. So when you see that prompt on your phone, hit that and you'll be connected with either Nancy or Z.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, once you see the prompt on your phone to go into a waiting room, you'll go in and talk to either Nancy or Z and give them your current information.
Okay.
All right. So don't hang up. Go into that waiting room.
Okay, we're gonna try the iPhone again.
Okay.
No, boom.
No, who's on?
No. And then either.
Can you identify yourself, please?
I'm trying to figure out how to work. Antonio
I can hear-
Andrade?
I can hear you right now, so that's.
I'm sorry?
I said, I can hear you right now, so can you give me your name?
Antonio Andrade?
Andrade. Okay, hold on, Mr. Andrade, let's pull your files.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Andrade, you have a couple of older cases. One for possession of drug paraphernalia and one for an open container.
Yes, sir.
Looks like
The open container one was, we were supposed to have went to court for that one because I pleaded not guilty, but they couldn't get a hold of me and they just went ahead and went through with it. I was like, just like now, like I didn't even see that you were on there. I had joined it, but I don't know, I'm not really used to the Zoom thing yet. So, but I called them and told them I was on Zoom. I was waiting. I did the same thing as last time and they still pushed it through and gave me the guilty for an open container, and I didn't even have an open container.
What is going on with this?
Well, let me see what the paperwork shows, Mr. Andrade. Because you signed, or you were on a payment agreement
For the paraphernalia one.
on both, well, it shows both cases.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was on the one for the other one. I pleaded not guilty for the other one, but
Okay,
because we could have.
Hold on, Mr. Andrade, let me find some paperwork here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we sent you the payment plan. It doesn't show a date it was done, but it shows the payment plan was sent to you. Because you had a warrant out for your arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's your working open container. It's supposed to be set for a pretrial hearing. Let's see if you did a deal with the prosecutor after you.
Yeah, no, see, that's where our communication that got lost. I was in the middle of doing that whole process of doing the not guilty part, and you know, and I missed the Zoom meeting because I didn't know how to get on there, and they just went ahead and tacked that on. They didn't even try to call me, and
I'm looking at some notes, sir. It looked like Nancy talked to him January 6th, and he was supposed to send a letter asking for a new pretrial date. We never got anything, so it went to warrants. And then his wife called about let's see, there was something about his wife calling. Okay, it was an automated message that he had a payment plan, and then his wife has called about the payment plan.
well, then, yeah, that's crazy how you don't have my email where I sent and I stated, you know, I was trying to get a hold of you guys. I sent, you know, that I wanted the pretrial, just the same, like I believe the same email what I sent you that I wanted, that I agreed for the payment plan. I sent the same email wanting another pretrial because I pleaded not guilty. So somewhere it got lost in your system. I did send it, you know, and I did the best that I could on my end. This is all new to me, just as much as it is new to you guys trying to get this Zoom thing going on. Because I think you guys came just a while ago, and I didn't even notice that you guys were on there. And I look back, and you guys weren't on there no more, like as if I missed it, and I didn't even.
Yeah, you were on our wait. You were in the waiting room, Mr. Andrade, for a long time.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I didn't. And then when you guys came back on, I was like, okay, I didn't even get to see.
But we tried to connect with you several times before, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're all getting used to this thing here.
Well, we're pretty used to it, but I know most people aren't. So
yeah,
I don't see a plea on the open container, Vicky. It's just not here in the file. So, Mr. Andrade, do you still want your pretrial hearing on the open container?
To tell you the truth, I mean, I really just want to get this thing over with. I mean, what's the easiest way? Because I mean, I'm missing work. I'm having to sit here, and you know, we're not catching through with each other. So, what's the easiest, best way?
I'm trying to comply with your request to still have your trial on the open container case.
Well, that's fine. Well, that's fine. If we're still able to do that, then yes, sir. Let's do that. I just wanted to know the easiest way for you, for me, that we can just get this thing over and done with, because it really doesn't matter, you know, guilty, not guilty. I mean,
well, it does matter. Depending on what you pled.
I mean,
the only play I see in the file is not guilty.
So whichever one's the easiest way, I'm just trying to get this thing over with.
I'm gonna reset your pretrial so you can have your day in court that you're asking for.
Okay.
So Vicky, you will need to adjust the payment plan so the only amount that's due is going to be on the drug paraphernalia. And Mr. Andrade, if you'll stay on the phone for a minute, you're going to confirm your email address, mailing address, and phone number with whichever court clerk gets on the phone with you.
Yes, sir.
We'll resend you the pretrial order.
Judge, should we have him come in person since he's having so much trouble with Zoom?
Well, I don't know.
Because what's going to happen again is he's going to be out there and we're going to bring him in and he's not going to connect and it will go back and forth again.
Well, are you currently working, Mr. Andrade?
Yes, sir. And I think we're good now. I mean, I just couldn't get it at first. I mean, I'm able to connect with you now.
No,
okay.
It took a couple tries, but you know, I'm here.
Now, would he be able to have video? Because if we go to pretrial, there's a video. He can't do it by his phone unless he's able to have video.
Yes, I'll have video. I just didn't have video this time because I didn't know how long I was going to be, and I'm not by my charger. So I didn't want to keep the video open and keep everything open, and you know, and then I missed it again altogether. So I wanted to at least have enough juice to join the meeting. But next time, if we're gonna do pretrial and I have to do all of that, I will be by a charger. That way I can have the video. Right now I'm just walking, still, you know, still doing stuff for work here and there, just so I won't miss it.
Hey, so do you intend to show video to the prosecutor?
Am I gonna have video?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm gonna have video as far as like me. I can, but I won't have any video like when it happened, stuff that happened. No.
No, okay. No, for the pretrial, you do not have to have video
Okay.
for the pretrial. If you wish to see any video that the state may have, the prosecutor may have, and I don't know if there is or not, but if
Yeah, no, that's fine.
if there is video, then you can't do it on an iPhone.
Okay.
Or if you just want to come in on that afternoon and talk to the prosecutor, she's 75 feet away from me in another room. So it's entirely up to you, but we're going to go ahead and reset your pretrial.
Okay.
Get the prompt on your phone so they can get your current information. So we make sure we don't miscommunicate again.
Yes, sir.
And then you need to start making your payments on that drug paraphernalia case.
I'm gonna make one today, as a matter of fact.
Okay, but when
I
you
was just
talk-
waiting.
When you talk to the lady today on the other matters, you can tell her you want to make a payment on your credit card and she can take it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay,
right.
yeah, because his last payment on the PDP was in January.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that knocked out, Mr. Andrade.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, don't hang up. You hit the prompt on your screen and go talk to one of the ladies.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Andrade. Well, Vicky, can you come see me?
Yes, sir.